It feels good to be back on stream. Because stream feels good. I forgot what... Oh, this is the lamprey on screen right now. I've only been playing this game for, like, an embarrassingly long amount of time. And occasionally I do manage to remember the names of craft. This thing is nasty. It's a downsider. If you like downsiders, remember to subscribe if you're watching this later on YouTube, because subscription make number go up, make brain happy. And it's very good. Okay, let us spam the universe with the good news that the stream is happening, because that's important. I should really delete my Twitter. I don't think anyone looks at my Twitter. I don't look at my Twitter. The moment I post something on Twitter, I forget about them. Hello, Dr. Pigeon Man. Deep, deep indeed. What is this? I don't know what that is. There was a little notification on the Twitch that is not entirely relevant. Oh, nuclear bomb. That it's very confused. Yep. Confused nuclear bomb. That's the great way to start the morning. Is your nuclear bomb confused? Call our experts to deconfuse your nuclear bomb. If your nuclear bomb is confused, common symptoms might be driving in an aimless circle right above the target, crashing mindlessly into your other nuclear bomb. Did I... Okay, good. Doop, doop. Yep. And doop. And doop, 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 doop. Spam over here. I remember... It feels like bloody years since I've done a live stream. But what's been happening is that I have I have a day job now, part-time, which I swear warps the, laws of physics to make time go slower. So yeah, coughing baby versus nuclear bomb. But have you considered coughing bomb versus nuclear baby? If my nuclear bomb is confused, I would accept it the way it is. I love nuclear bombs. Oh. Okay, I'm spammed everywhere. That's a good sign. Hello, Eliaval. Hello, hello. Okay, let's do Bruno hub, and let's do that, and we'll go to pin this message. This is going to be very good. Did that pin? It did pin. Okay, good. Alright, what were we doing? We've got, 4 drone swarms to look at for Glakave, and then we're finally done with Glakave Funky Aircraft, assuming you're not counting, Spacecraft as funky aircraft, although I think they are some of the funkiest aircraft, honestly. Yellow, I've now turned in my bachelor's. Woohoo! Nice! Well done. Now you get to have the feeling of, oh man, now what? Oh dear. Alright, okay, what do we got here? We got that, we got that, we got that. What do I need? I need to go find... Wait. Huh, did we look at the camera? We did look at the camera. And we looked at the Kelvin Squadron. So... Right, next we got... Oh wait, we did look at the Spectral... Oh wow, we're further ahead than I thought. I thought we had 4 drones to look at. We've actually got 2. So we're going to look at the Erdium Swarm and the Elude. So let's go do that. I'm going to go get the blueprints. Please enjoy this main menu. It is a bespoke main menu, custom made for you. That's not actually true, but don't tell anyone. It's very nice regardless. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, what am I looking for? What am I looking for? I'm looking for Erdium and Elude. I hope the Elude doesn't elude me. Ah, it's not in here. What the hell? Wait. Maybe it's in a different space. Okay, well, there's the Erdium. That's nice. Maybe it's in a different place? Nope. Ah, interesting. This thing never got into the, thing. Should probably put it there. Hold on. Oops. Nope, it is not in here. Uh-oh. I need to double check if it's, like, even on the workshop. Elude. Yep, Elude Squadron, there it is. Interesting. Hello, Orange! Me with bottle can randomly explode on shooting. Nope, still got defense. Pack where it loses one tube section. Hello, John McFist. Hello, me boy. Soup indeed. I had one pack with all tubes that still went kaboom. Wow. Ugh. Apologies to everyone who gets motion sick. This main menu is not for you. Okay. So we've got an interesting thing here. We've got a drone that's, that is not actually, in the craft library. Don't look at my folders. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? So early in the morning, you dare? Actually, it's probably evening for most of you, so, how dare you early in my morning, dare you? Okay, we're just gonna park this drone where it lives. Paste, there we go. Lovely, lovely. And time to go. Is there really no elude here? Did it not get added? I guess not. Unfortunate. For me. I guess the question, I think when the elude gets updated, that's when we should probably like put it actually in the craft library, I guess. I'm assuming that the version I've got isn't horribly outdated. First things first, Iridium Squadron. Focus! Oh, we're making good time today. It's like 10 minutes and here we are. Oh boy. Oh lord. Alright, which fleet colors do we have? We need... Oh. I didn't switch to Plutono. Oops. I knew things were going slightly too smoothly. Just a little bit too smoothly, you know? It's like there had to be some kind of whoopsie. Either bugs something not connect properly, like maybe the input thing that reduces distance was backwards or something. Ah, the one with all the diff, if I recall. What is this thing? And it looks cool. I'm terribly sorry. Ah, like if you're referring to the Iridium drone, then yeah, I will sport it in again so we can inspect it. Right, Glacave, thank you. Oh lordy, it's spinning. What the hell is this? Okay, that's hideous, and we need to... What is going... Oh, that is a... Okay, that probably needs to be changed because that looks weird as hell. So I've just got to pause there so we can actually see what's going on. This all lead? It is all lead. Oh, is that for stability? That is weird as hell. Where is the main... I'm so confused. What am I looking at here? It looks cool, looks cool. Spin, what in the goddamn, this is a what? This looks like the thing I would see the Deepwater God of Overwatch do, but it is metal and heavy armor. The ultimate doohickey, I presume. Reaction control wheel? If so, why? Also, it's got very exposed bits on it. Like, I'm seeing bare surge protectors right there and bare cargo. And yeah, there's bare stuff on top as well. Oh, goodness. Oh! Either weapon, oh, an exposed RTG's containers bad. Alright, so we've got notes here on the Iridium. That is what this is, yep. Alright, so notes for the Iridium. Supposed to spawn thunderclaps, doesn't really need to. I'm going to assume it doesn't do that. It's also got particle cannons mounted on it. Wait, are those turrets? Hold on a second. Those are turrets. Weirdly enough, this thing is mostly sub-objects, but doesn't have that many sub-objects on it. It has like... yeah, it has 5. Which is weird if you think about it. Alright, so Iridium Swarm. Lots of exposed components. Either cover... Either cover them or Change from HA to another material, because it's not much good being made out of heavy armor when you've got exposed bits and pieces like hither and thither, like all over you. What is this? The erdium is a medium design. It doesn't need to be flawless, I guess, but yeah. Also, whoopsie daisy. Here's the problem, Doctor. This thing spins and makes me ill. 500k, mostly the pack. Yeah, all the HA perhaps. Think it's the rest of the swarm? Possibly. Yeah, and I think it has like 16 subjects in total. Oh, wait! Didn't we have a rule about that? I think we do. Vehicles. Okay, maximum limit of 12 sub-vehicles per blueprint. How many does this have? Okay, 1, oh dear, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, credit to them, it is within the limit. Right up there, hello. That's a flying washing machine. That's, now that you mentioned it, yeah. Okay, can't count. So maybe they, like, yeah. Hi, and hello indeed. Hello to everyone. I think all of them are flying too high as well. This is a weird... here's the thing. Glakave has a lot of weird vehicles. I think the erdium might be the weirdest one. Alright, so I need to make a note there. Change it from... Alright, so... Spinny lead thing. Look ugly. Need aesthetic. Do over or removal. What happens if I remove that spinny thing? Where was it? Where is it? If I take this off, is it going to freak the hell out? It's probably just a counterweight. Nope. Whoops. Ah, it can't. Interesting. Can this thing even move? Interesting. It needs that thing to move somehow. How? Yeah, it's slowing down now. But if you do this...
Moving out.
Okay, maybe it just reached its destination. This is a weird craft, and I don't understand it. Strange if you say that it was weirder in the past. What? One day I hope I can get a good on-bread board enough to make a shield system that automatically deflect all incoming projectiles. Hell, you don't need a breadboard for that. You just put a shield on a turret. Actually, yeah, if you put a shield on a turret controlled by Seawiz, it's just... Yeah, then you just need to figure out how to make the turret aim at, like, incoming APS projectiles, and then you're golden. Hey, Duger, welcome. Imagine parrying a cramshell. Oh, the Laniakea can do that, and it's very annoying. You can with shield projections. Physics. It's quite humorous. I mean, parrying against the enemy. Ultracle style. Mom, is that a Beyblade? Honestly, this is the Beyblade you have at home. Sometimes the shells go right through, so, yeah, best that's a 40% success rate. Okay, we're good. And you're welcome for the Bodan. Temu Beyblade. I mean, this might be too expensive to be... How expensive is this? Yeah, this is almost 600k materials. That's not Temu. Oh, that's not Temu. What is this? Okay, so that is the... Oh, that's a sub-vehicle spawner. Got it. In a vehicle blueprint spawn room, it's trying to spawn in the thunderclap, which, yeah, doesn't need to do that. This is a medium... This is currently a medium design, so... Does not need to spawn nukes. Move nuke spawner. Okay, then, what else can we talk about? What else can we talk about? If I remove all the sub-objects of this, what happens? Oh, there's the main hull! How about that? Yeah, it is weird. This thing is not armored sensibly. Oh, hey, look, this thing can fly. Just fine. Wow, it looked different. Wait, it doesn't have spin block clipping, does it? Man, I hope not. If I do this, if I actually spawn that thing in again... Pause, and... Alright, so, what seems to be happening is we've got the spinny thing there, we've got that spinny thing over here, and this is what... And this is how it goes, bum bum bum. I know a song that gets on everybody's nerves, everybody's nerves, everybody's nerves. I know a song that gets on everybody's nerves, and this is how it goes. How are these turrets attached? How are these turrets attached? What have they done here? Oh, right, it's a 5... I just realized what's happening here. This is exposed on the underside. This is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea. Like, even flak, like anti-munition shells would, like, disable this. That's not good. Yep. Why does every damn craft spawn nukes? I know I'm guilty too, but seriously. Yeah. All just fell. More like Yeti Beyblade. It's a Beyblade but overpriced. Are you talking smack on, like... Are you talking smack on, like, my Blue Yeti microphone? Okay, then some of the shows go right through. If that's the Beyblade we have at home, that means we are rich because that thing is massive. This thing is pretty big. It's not the most massive craft. It looks bigger than it actually is, I think. What is every damn craft? Yep. Easy way to make something win fights it shouldn't based on car spawning nukes. I mean, I think the counter-rotating way is to prevent the rotating cell to destabilize. My nerves, they have been gotten on. The question is, are the nukes also spinning? Probably not. Nukes aren't an efficient weapon in terms of damage from material spin, but the spawning hardware is actually dirt cheap and you just win against stuff that doesn't have specialized anti-nuke defenses. Yup. Medium nuke spawner. Yeti coolers, not Yeti mics. Yeti coolers are normal cooler but overpriced. Gotcha! Because I love my Blue Yeti. This is a good Blue Yeti. I had a Blue Yeti before. Lasted for years, did wonderful work. This is my microphone right now that I'm speaking to you with right now. Is a Yeti Nano. It's lovely. It's black. Blue Yeti. Anyway, what else can we talk about this thing with? It's armed with, this thing is armed with bottle cannons and missiles. Let's go have a look at the missiles quickly. And we do need to pause the game, because otherwise we'll never see anything. Aha! Medium design. Should we keep it HE for medium? I think so. It doesn't need to be... This thing is not optimized to begin with, so... Yeah, I'd say, like, we can engage in cost-cutting measures. Medium design can take measures to reduce overall cost. Because you don't... My fear always is you don't want the AI, like, blowing money on, like, expensive, easy, and medium designs. Because, well, that's kind of silly. Alright, there's no spin clipping or anything on here that I can see. Everything's rotating. But yeah, it needs coverage. What else can we have? You know what I want to see on this? I want to see antenna. I want to see drone antenna because that is a... It's a good shorthand for... It's just a good shorthand for, like, For just, like, showing that something is remote controlled. Is it put an antenna on it? What is a trapped Yeti? How cruel. No! It's voluntary! When I was testing the Wraith, I mostly did it with the nuke spawners disabled, because otherwise they just skew the results super hard. Yeah, if you're gonna make a godly, make the thing godly, and then duct tape a nuke onto it, if you really have to. Wait, so that metal mesh on a microphone is actually a cage? There's cryptids trapped in every microphone! No! Okay, what was I doing? I had a critique for this thing and I forgot. Ah, right. Aesthetics. 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 Add antenna. Handy shorthand for remotely controlled vehicle. How many fleet cars does it have? Yep. And what else? So, more color variation on main hull / sub object pieces. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Beautiful. Oh, Dr. Dooley. If it's gonna have nukes, it should probably be tested with nukes. Or am I crazy? This thing doesn't need nukes, so... Yeah, this is a medium design. We really don't... Kanuma-geddon. Plutono is nuke heavy enough as it is. I am vetoing having nukes on, like, medium designs. Unless there is a medium design that already has nukes, in which case we need to go back and take that off. The strange thing is, I have the feeling this design makes sense, but my mind says otherwise. I mean... It makes about as much sense as anything in From the Depths, really. I did also test with them enabled. Didn't want it to get carried by the nukes and not notice any weaknesses had as a result. Good thought. Very good thought. Always remember, if your vehicle loses a weapon, make it a ramming craft at the end of its life. The Atom has antenna, which means it's the largest drone in the game. Atom and top as always. Figuratively and literally. Alright, so... We should probably look at the other guys. So... Hi. So that, but damn, all of these are. Actually, I wonder. There's a quick way to see. Right. So that is 26362. 26362. If things are all exactly the same cost, that's generally a good sign. So this thing is armed with pack and missile. What are these things armed with? Oh, diff guns. Lots of Gods, this is... No offense, WDPS, these are ugly as hell. Jeez. And mostly wing? What the hell am I looking at? Ah, yeah, you do not need this many wings. Yep. These things are gonna get, despawned from flying too high. Let's see. I mean, it is visually interesting, I guess, to have the thing be made mostly of wings. Also, yeah, something this small, like, don't even bother with. Again, having heavy armor with, like, so many exposed components, not worth it. Really not worth it, because this thing's gonna go out of control when the wings get blown off anyway. Oh yeah, so you've got heavy armor covering the center, but like the jets on the outside are gonna get blown off pretty quickly by anything that can hit this, and then the thing's gonna go into a death spiral, so... Yeah, it's not ideal, so... Again, we can do some cost saving here. Also, this thing has a cockpit. Oh no, it doesn't have a cockpit, it just looks like it. Alright, so the drones. The hydrogen drones. Hydrogen drones. Change HA. Not worth it on something so small. Small with so many exposed components. Because here's the thing. Yes, this thing is clearly meant to fly over the top of things. It will get shot from above, absolutely it will get shot from above. Is like, yeah, hydrogen drones. Drones. Wings are not necessary structural blocks. Would be cheaper and have less drag. There's that. I wonder how Craft of Winds will handle 12 small bombers. Poorly. Is that made of now that you mention it, this does look like it's made of Lego. I tried to do a Godly Craft for the campaign when I only had like 160 hours in game. I never even thought against a Godly at the time. Now I have 200 hours and just now I understand how to make a good and efficient advanced cannon. It tends to go like that, Dr. Pigeon Man. I don't know how many hours I had before I finally made a APS I was happy with, but it took a while. I wrote Python code that would automatically do tournaments when I wanted to do a rating system. I do recall you talked about that. I looked at there are currently 76... Oh, wait, I missed something. Yeah, looked at there are currently 76 godlies between all factions, would be 150 matches if done double elimination. Made of Lego, needs less armor and more wings. Sure! Which even if each match ends in 5 minutes, which many will not, that's 12.5 hours of fights. I wonder how Craft of Winds will handle 12 small bombers. Poorly if I had to guess, yep, although I think apart from that rejected Valkyrie type bomber, this is the only APS bomber in CC, which is pretty neat, I think. Do the wings clip? They don't look like it, no. I don't think this has any sub-objects on it. If I can get the health reading function working, I might give it a go. What are people saying? Probably run a Swiss, preferably. Okay, Dr. Dooley's talking about coding stuff that I do not understand. Alright, there's no sub-objects on this at all. Fair enough. And yeah, this thing needs a major aesthetic overhaul. Okay, hydrogen drones need aesthetic overhaul to be on par with. I think I'm just gonna say, hold on, let's spawn in the Spectrum squadron just to see, because let's see, Spectrum. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Okay, yes. To be on par with Spectrum Squadron. Spectrum. Yep, there's that. Let's have a look-see here. What else? Okay, offset time is 0.2. Again, like... Yeah, don't bother with heavy armor if you're going to be this exposed. It's, like, not worth it. Let's see. Required accuracy go full fire, not set. Okay. Oh, I spelled drones wrong. Ooh. Hydrogen drones, min accuracy on diff guns not set, which means that they're gonna fire too early and miss a lot. Go back and forth design and rebuild stuff. There's solo way just against variety things. I'm using adventure mode to learn. Yeah, no, adventure mode is a very different animal from the campaign. So if you want to learn how to build campaign stuff, adventure mode is not going to help you. But the other way, building for the campaign isn't going to help you learn how to play adventure mode very well. I speak from bitter experience. I'm not good at adventure mode. I've got more than 7,000 hours in this game. It's all focused on designing for campaign. So I suck at adventure mode. It's a different beast entirely. Okay. I made the Atom as my first goalie around 200 hours, and I need John and Orange to help me with a huge portion of the craft to make it not an abomination. Help does help, as it turns out. I think a good tip for making better cross run to reach difficulty 100 on adventure mode. I mean, it'll help you build under pressure, that's for sure. It's nationally, that's full tournaments, so easy to extend if you want to give every cross another change. I go now, have fun, guys. Okay, see you, Holepa. I like it because you think fast and adapt. If you hop back into the design and rebuild stuff there, then it's all the way to test against a variety of things. But if I'm trying to learn how to do Tetris shoulders and rather, being interrupted by something shooting at me would not be helpful. Yeah, no. I don't have to learn since I'll always be stuck in design for the rest of my existence. I'm lazy. That's okay. You make pretty things, Orange. I have 10 adventure modes set up at different levels to jump in and test craft. Interesting. I'm using adventure mode to learn how to make a survivable and strong vehicle. Again, it'll definitely help with some things. But, like, yeah, I wouldn't use adventure mode to learn how to make a campaign vehicle or anything like that. Different animal. I've played adventure mode occasionally. My problem with it is anything I build under time pressure may work fine, but it will inevitably be god-awful ugly. There is that. There's very little time for aesthetics in adventure mode, which is not motivating. Every time I try and do a bit of modification, I pause the game and go, adventure mode is a lot easier than it used to be. It used to be, like, so difficult because the camera was locked to Rambot, and you couldn't pause or slow down the game, and it was just, you had to all do it full speed all the time. It was rough. It's still rough for me and my tiny brain that can only focus on one thing at a time. If you haven't seen my Contested Mist video, treat yourself, because that's Contested Mist, the custom adventure mode by regular viewer and patron Dr. Kreutzer, is even harder than Nitra adventure mode, because you can't see what you're doing. Okay, I think that's about it. We need to combat test this thing against something. And I'm not going to bother setting the nukes up, because, again, medium design, it really does not need nukes. It really does not need nukes. Apologies to... Wait a minute. Hold on, I need to... Huh. Most relevant, please. Okay, I spelled that wrong. What the hell? No, this is the spectrum. What am I doing? What am I doing? No, that's the spectrum. No, Iridium. Iridium. There we go. Found it. Alright, so Tiger Han, who also did the Elude, interestingly enough. Alright, so there is that. Okay. So we've spawned it... Have we spawned this the correct direction? Yes, we have. Good, and this is 500 smackers. Let's throw it against something that's roughly that. Let's throw it against... How much is it? Almost 600. So, almost 600. Let's throw it against the plasma cutter and see what happens. Let's see. Different strokes for different votes, but my advice to people who jump into adventure mode right off the bat is to not do that. Adventure mode is great as a way to test craft for battle, but yeah, the resource constraints are different between the modes. So apparently FTD have lore. Why? No, but of course it has lore. I do tend to find if a game does need a narrative to keep the player motivated to keep playing it, so it's good that FTD has lore. Right. Yeah, this is why you need to set the minimum accuracy. Right, so the plasma cutter is going to slaughter this. Yep, this is gonna be a slaughter fest. I mean, to be fair to Tiger Han, this drone swarm is meant to be used against ships. Apparently FTD have little while. While I admit the Iridium looks a bit rough, the rest of their cars are really nice looking for using Silver Deco. At some point I do want to set up Platono Adventure Mode. Probably won't ever be super balanced, but it'll be fun. True! I never even think about Platono Adventure Mode. We do need to do that. Yeah. 500 cigarettes. Honestly, the mothership looks like it should be a fortress. It does look very fortressy. Alright, so we've got a plasma fella, which means all this heavy armor is kind of useless anyway. Yeah, so this is not a good showcase of... This is actually a pretty good showcase of why a single layer of heavy... Yeah, right there is why you don't leave gaps in your armor. Yeah, this thing's very vulnerable on the top and bottom. Alright, so that's not a good matchup for the Iridium, which is not the Iridium, as I called it before. Let's go here. Iridium Squadron. Let's throw against something else. Let's throw against a ship. Let's be fair to this. Let's throw it against a ship. What is a ship? Let's throw it against the Misericord, which is a great test dummy for this kind of thing. Ah, yeah, you probably also want to set range limits on these, don't we? Alright, so I'm just gonna make a note there. Set range limits on ABS LWCs. I mean, to be fair, Diff-Rod Bomber, go bang. Also, see, this is why this heavy armor is bloody pointless. Because it's so easy to hit these things where they're not armored. Yeah, this drone swarm could be made a lot cheaper. Gotta admit, Diff does Diff things. Whoop. Okay, what is this notification? Go away, Twitch. Jeez. Alright. We discussed the Plutonian adventure mode on stream before. In fact, I started talking about running, but preemptively, I already know I lost that fight. Those are some really long-range APS bombers. I don't think they're supposed to be that long-range. Misericord also notably another medium difficulty. This is true. This is true. Guess that means they're less vulnerable, but also hit rates will suffer against anything slightly faster than Misericord. Wait, it's Diff, huh? Yep. And dropping the HA would make them more agile. Whoa, Pelling hates me today. Dr. Dooley, it does help to look at what you type and read it before you hit enter. Slow down. It's okay. Must be a day ending in Y. Hi, Azusa. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. What? Why is this on fire? Oh. Oh. Oh, right. This is why friendship is magic. Oh, boy. You know, I forgot that Small Republic vehicles... They have, like, you know, they spawn with friends. They spawn with lots of friends. And made them kicked in, working on the Kansas City at the same time. Alright, so thankfully, I am proud to announce we're background music to... What the hell? Ah, yeah, no, there probably also needs to be, like, block count restraints on those local weapon controls as well. Because... yeah, that as well. Oh, boy. Set minimum block count on APS LWCs so they don't shoot at tiny planes. Oh boy. This thing also kind of needs some aesthetic tweaks. Admittedly, the Misericord is having a bad day. It's almost like being a fat, slow ship is a bad idea. The little guy, OMG FHF, what? They usually token sub-vehicle actually doing something for a chance. Yes! I do want to make it so that, Sewell Republic sub-vehicles, like, you know, they participate and they're not just there to, like, tick a box. I did manage after a gen to get a torpedo bomb to use the remote guided torps in air combat too. Well done. I don't know if the plane looks more like an F8F or F6. Oh! You're referring to the plane. Yeah, so, like, functionality-wise, this seems to work fine. I mean, perhaps this needs some kind of missile defense. I'm gonna make a note there. Iridium Swarm. Because I don't think it has missile defense at all. Alright, let's put it over there. Need some missile defense. And flares. Wait, it has decoys, which do absolutely nothing. Flares, better placed decoys. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like a bearcat and a hellcat. Okay, yeah. The spotlight is nice just because it can guide friendly laser-guided missiles. Very true. Why is the world lagging? What happened? Collision damage happened, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot to check what is this packing? Heavy hit. Oh, interesting. What the hell? Huh? Maybe not a heavy head on the APS. Like, why would you have this? Honestly, okay. APS shell could possibly, like... I think the idea is that this is mostly an HE shell with some token pierce, rather than just a bad pierce shell. Her. Medium design, I'm just gonna leave it. It's different. It's different, and this is not the most formidable craft anyway. Heavy HE, So I think I'm running this CC, it would be brutal, remove by half the craft, including all of mine, and you would have really tight design with really good craft. In hindsight, that would have been a better idea, yes. But I am committed to the bitted. Yeah. Also, feel free to make your own CC. Don't let me stop you. But a whole point, replace the heavy well to make sure you don't get any deflection. That is a good point. I am seeing it penetrate blocks a little bit, so perhaps not. I'm just gonna leave the shell as it is. Working on it. Nice. Go away. What the hell? How do I get rid of this? Working on it when the trial is over. Okay. Alright, so this thing can successfully beat up a ship that can barely shoot back. And the mothership is ironically getting burned to death by a tiny, tiny plane that it can't really do much against. Now everyone will hate it because it's based on my small map idea. They might not hate it. I'm not too opposed to small maps. Honestly, having a small map for a CC isn't the worst idea, honestly. Makes it easier to manage. Okay then, I think we're done with the notes for the Iridium. Let's just go over them. Alright, and it's been about 40 minutes. Lots of exposed component, either cover them or change from HA to another material. I think I'm just gonna say change the heavy armor to another material. Material change, probably best. Oh, hello. My goodness, what happened here? Hey, Swankus Cross! Thank you for the subscription, much appreciated, and howdy indeed. Lovely. Long series of small maps, so it's an actual campaign. Oh. Given the packs didn't really do anything, I presume those exposed local weapon controls were their downfall. Let's check. Let's just see here. Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. That was, gotta say, not the brightest move. Real not good idea. Let's wrap something in heavy armor, but leave the most fragile component completely exposed. Oh no, the plane! It is plain to see. I mean, the missiles survived, I guess. How is this plane still flying? Oh, what the hell? This also has wing blocks in it. What is with people using wing blocks? Is that the new fashion? Are they meta? Are they cool? Bang. Also, you gotta love a prop plane that can shrug off multiple radar-guided missiles. Whee! Bang. Never mind! One radar-guided missile too many! Okay, haven't caught the stream because moving is a pain. All good, I know the feeling. I'm going to be moving out in the foreseeable future. I actually thought I was going to be moving out a lot sooner than I thought, but things have been slower than expected. So, yeah, that's what's happened with me. Okay then, now this thing is going to fall into the ocean and it is going to drown by the looks of it. Or maybe it's trying to put the fire out. Wait, how is this thing? Interesting. Isn't the connection check supposed to automatically reactivate upon the thing taking damage? I guess not. Okay then, I think that's enough notes on the iridium. Right, I want to lock onto a bit that's not spinning horribly. Okay, there we go. Alright, let us do that. Okay, let's go. Bookmark 1. Probably gonna need more bookmark. Oh, god damn it. Why? 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 Never mind. Okay, drones. Drones. What date is it? It's the 21st for me. 2026. Drones. Continued. There we go. And okay, let's just do this. Go find the FTD. Nope. Not that. Where? Okay, jolly good. I know how to spell necessary for sure. Okay then, and go over here. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. There we go, there we go. Right, next, and the final drone of the evening / morning is the Elude, also by our friend here. So, wait, what? I don't have it either. Huh? Wait a minute, is it in the old one? Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Oh, there it is. Let's just go save that in the updated one so we actually have it. Huh. The Elude, ironically, is kind of elusive. There's also a bit... Oh, wait. Didn't this one have spin clipping? Or did it get fixed? I'm trying to remember. Interesting. Alright, the spinning craft of death. Haven't caught the stream. Yep, it doesn't auto-turn on in designer, I think. Or there's a setting. It's supposed to, just FTD being janky. FTD is always janky. When you should be afraid of when it isn't janky. Feet the Depths is a great game. Also, this is Alpha Test, and Alpha Test is a buggy beast. Right, so I remember this. There was questions about things to do with this. I believe it is not clipped. It's not clipped because it can move, so that is the short test of it. Go control. Yep, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Get ready to wiggle, wiggle your hips, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, well done. I was about to say, these ion thrusters, like, they look clipped. They look clipped. They look naughty, but they're not. They're good. Well done, WDPS, also known as Tiger Arm. Wow! Are you kidding me? Well, look at this. I've left a comment on the Iridium, and Steam Workshop is engaged in censorship. Alright, so I need to change this. Alright. Maybe this will do. Does everyone like it when... Oops. Will this work? Will this work? Hello? Give me the chocolate! Damn it! Grr. Some kind of error has occurred. Like, your face is an error, Steam Workshop. Listen! I need to communicate! More notes than can fit in a workshop comment. Please check the spreadsheet. Hold on a second. Oh boy. Okay, copy link. Am I allowed to? Very good. I feel bad because then it sounds like there's so many notes we can't fit it in this one comment. Steam biggest L is a problem on you commenting. It's from the deep. Naughty naughty. Bought a steel frying recently. Wow, did people oversell how hard it is? Wait, what? But wouldn't they have the irons with the irons of clearance if it wasn't spin block above them? Yes they do. Well, oh no, technically this one doesn't. Damn it! I think I've already, like, growled at this one a little bit. Jeez. This one does not have proper clearance. Thanks, Big Toy Flon. Steam biggest L is a problem on you commenting. Nintendo's smallest L making an unplayable game. Can't you split it into two? You know, Orange, that would have been a very smart idea. God damn it. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just redo that. Let's just redo that. Let's just try that again. Wait, what? My comment wasn't posted. Binned. Alright. Oh no. I deleted the whole comment! No! Okay, let's it's freaking okay. Alright, we're gonna go hang out in the main menu for a second while I learn how to comment on things on the internet properly. Okay, whoop. Okay then. Don't mind me. I know how to comment on things on the internet. Okay then. Remember when streams were for entertainment and not data entry? I don't remember that either. Ah, boy. I only have myself to blame. Orange, you are a genius. Or at least you are smarter than me. I don't know why I'm not smart. There we go. Big brain. Border rage. Grown men that make content for the internet don't know how to comment on Steam. I know! I know! It's so embarrassing! I don't know how to comment when I make content. It feels good to wiggle on the chair like this. Okay, now let's try and inspect another drone. We must inspect another drone! Alright, the elude. Alright, so chat, we need to decide something about this. Because this is technically blocking it, so... Ah, man, I hate doing that, but... grumble, grumble, grumble. Grumble, 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 grumble. Rear... Okay, so rearmost... What is this? It's called automatic propulsion. Rearmost upward thrusters blocked by spin blocked missiles. Rule violation. Technically blocked by violation. Yeah, this is a small thing, but like... boy. Ah, boy. Prompted F's is hard. Why is this game hard? Who made it so hard? I wonder if the Excel World Champs is on. Well, thanks. Alright, good. What about the other irons? There are ones under? Good point. So, this one has a duct. And it is clear, so it is good. The fact that most people can say they are older than Steam or were there when it first started is going to be wild to Gen Alpha and whatever generation comes up. Yeah, like hell. When was Steam first a thing? Because if it was before 1991, then I'm like, oh no! Old man border-wise, older than Steam. My wife destroys my sleep schedule every night. FML. Some of us aren't so lucky. Looking back, it has really come far. I'm older than Google. Me too. Started in 2003. Ah! In 2003, how old was I? I would have been 12 years old. Fun! Okay, then. Alright, let's see here. Right, so that is a rule of violation. What is it? It's got missiles and particle cannons. Where's this thing's particle cannon? Seriously, oh, there's the particle cannon. Check underneath. Oh, again with the exposed components and the heavy armor. Elude. Components plus HA. Either change HA to something to different material or cover up the exposed stuff. Hack turret in particular. Because remember, explosions tend to wrap around blocks a bit. So yeah, this is you lose your battery. Tell me these aren't the only batteries on here. Hold on, let's go here. Batteries. That is the only batteries on here. Ooh. Steam is 3 years older than me? Oh. Hello, Night World. There are students I teach that could have been conceived to Mr. Brightside. I don't know what that means. How make acid jets do I? Stick jet on spin block. Have spin block respond to whatever command you want, be it yaw or pitch or roll. Additives that do fall off and also roll control. Yeah, you just set the spin block to respond to roll control. Is bread my only option? Hell no. I mean, mine doesn't run on bread, my as you do just fine. Mr. Brightside was a song from 2004. Oh. Obscure reference time. Got it. Alright, what's this fella? This fella uses APS. That actually does have an armored turret, give or take. And no transparent clips. Ah. Is that... Hold on. Hold on a second. That's a Seawiz. That's not actually... Alright, so a drone with Seawiz, that doesn't count really as an offensive weapon. Unless, hold on a minute. Is this dual purpose? It is not dual purpose. That is a Seawiz only gun. Another rule violation, unfortunately. Okay. Loot. Seawiz. Seawiz only turret. Does not count for 3 weapon rule, same as interceptors. Does not count for 3 weapon rule, same as ints. Make dual purpose. Okay, there's that. Ooh, man. I remember when I first looked at these things, I was not thorough. Also, why are you putting heavy... These things are front-siders. Why are you putting heavy armor everywhere but the front? That seems silly. I mean, technically you have a heavy armor duct right here. That seems silly. Within everywhere but the front. This one missile drone is gonna make me toast. Alright, not only definitely best. Yep. Is that a Seawiz pack? Pack can't hit projectiles. No. Are those laser designated large missiles? Are they? Hold on a second. They are laser designated large missiles. Just keep in mind that if you projectile ones, you have to adjust to the acid jets, otherwise the jets freak out and missiles in range. What is that defense controller attached to? The hull, by the looks of it. APS. APS Seawiz is good, but it's nastier if it's a DP gun. Did you mean direct... what do you mean by DP gun? Tell me you're not saying what I think you mean by DP gun. And this one's also APS, so... Main squaddy has a pack, others have APS. Dual purpose. Okay, yeah. Can confirm. Dual purpose APS Seawiz is a real cost saver, because you've got something that contributes to both defense and offense. So it's like halving the cost, potentially, of the system. The effective cost. Or the effective effectiveness. Or the effective efficiency. You know what I mean, right? Also, why is this thing using ion jets? Does this thing go to space? It does go to space. Interesting. We've got a drone that goes to space. Bless you. Thank you. Don't get Zeus started on DP guns. Be nice, everyone. I think of another meaning for DP. I mean, that's where my mind was going as well. I had to clarify. Spray. Hashtag called it. Dirty-minded horny bonk. Guys, it's more funny if you wait for Azusa to say the dirty thing and then roast her for it. Preempted too much? Less funny. Horny bonk. Okay, like, I get a bonk. Not dirty, actually. When I make DP guns, I have 2 different rounds. Yeah, actually, yeah, you can switch the ammunition with, wait, no, you still get, like, I don't know. Alright, this thing does have a lot of issues. It does... It's got enough color variation, I guess. I guess another aesthetic suggestion is put antenna on them to make it clear it's a drone. An antenna, visual short for remote controlled vehicle. Yeah, what the same objectives for each of the TPs. I'm not tired. The only mod I wish would exist if we could make custom ammo belts for APS. Explain further, Spunkus Cross? It's for liquid cooling. The cooling in my computer is Aqua Computer DP Ultra. It's for liquid cooling. Aha! Otherwise, I'm just swapping. Not sure what Borderwise you all think about. Folks, Azusa has outplayed us completely. She has fooled us. She has bamboozled us. Everyone go home. John McFist has pressed X to doubt. Yep, okay, so... got a red thing right there, over there. Okay, something where we could mix shells into the clips and feeders. I mean, you can do that manually, it's just kind of, you know... like, yeah, you can do that manually, you just set each input to a different shell. Like in simple weapons? I think they're meaning like you could just set it to... actually a mod or something where like on each input you could say... you could select multiple ammo types and just alternate between them. There are 16 channel emotes, I'm responsible for 3 of them. Yes you are, Azusa. Yes you are. Alright. Actually, hold on a second, let's look at this again. Need to get... I'm gonna do this to get updated BP to tactical spaghetti. Tactical spaghetti and the craft repository. There we go, lovely, lovely. Dude. Okay, so what is a good thing to test against our little friend here? 300. How expensive is this? 300k. Right, what is a 300k fun thing? That's not the... let's throw it against the Kelvin and see what happens. Alright, target prio might be a good idea. Holy crap. Yeah, those missiles hurt. They hurt a lot. The thing about the Kelvin, though, the flamethrowers also hurt a lot. This is why having exposed components is a bad idea. Even if you put heavy armor right next to them. Because some things are just like, ha 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 ha. Wait, do the Kelvins have crams? They do! I forgot about that. We literally looked at the Kelvins just last week. I have to do some sketchy stuff. La 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 la. There are 16 channels for frag and munitions separately. Da da da. I will say before we move into the universe, I have an updated version of the Blueprint channel. Got it! Blueprint channel, let me guess. Yes, I did. We seriously got that swapped ammo for anti-ship, anti-air, and anti-sub. And yes, wife! The only problem with the feed is that for me, it's sometimes randomized which feed to grab someone, makes it a little irritating. Yeah, it's very finicky to set up, like, alternating ammo for an APS. John will know. So I have to do some sketchy-ish do-da-da-da-da-da. No, my missile drone, they're using short-range thrusters, huh? One of the Kelvins is a cram. Lol, mini-cram. Mini-cram, emotional support cram. What? Are these things using short-range thrusters? They are using short-range thrusters. That's... Alright, well, the Kelvins are clearly a bad matchup. Let's have another looky-see here. Let's really look at these missiles. What are they? Alright, so I'm not sure why they're using short-range thrusters when this is not a kinetic missile, so I'm gonna add a note here. Gonna add a note. Missile should use variable thrusters since they're not kinetic and don't gain much from going super fast. There is that. Alright, so now let's throw this thing against a different thing. Let's throw it against... what's another 300k thing? What's the Latent Frost? Oh, that's the Latent Frost. Oh dear. Oh yeah, this... ooh. Oh yeah, I need to make a note on this while I spawned it. Stream to-do list. Laden Frost. Is that how you spell Laden Frost? Laden Frost. Okay, Laden Frost, bad matchup because it kind of spawned in the water and died. Whoopsies. Alright, whoopsie poopsies. You know what? I should take my ad break right now. I really should. I really should. Where is the Laden Frost? Where is the Laden Frost? Where is the Laden Frost? Gregus, Orbit, Ads. Let's throw it against the Ads. Oh, this is the thing that's a submarine. This is a thing that's a yellow submarine. Except it isn't really. It's not a yellow submarine. Actually, that's an idea. Hold on a second. Or switch to reinforced body missiles. Or reinforced bodies to missiles. There we go. There we go. Holy white. Where's the trans? Yeah, that was a criticism of the, what's it? The ads? Is that it, like, you know, it has a little bit too much... It's a bit monocolored. Laden Frost, more like laid to rest, yeah. Okay, what are people saying? Two things are not mutually exclusive, plus large SRM go bonk. Short range, yep, okay. Short range missiles have their place, and that is on enemy missiles. We make a Surd or Tupelo, and they all fire different shells. Crazy how the Kelvins are one of the builds I was least proud of, but they've grown on me quite a bit. I love the Kelvins, they're great. See, these two things are not mutually exclusive. She just went to SRM go bonk. Holy white, where the transcraft is missing the trans. It has ducted propellers but flies above the water. Kind of killing the point of being a sub in the first place. Well, that's the thing. This thing is amphibious. So you can see it can fly, but it also, like, sits under the water. And now, now the eludes can't hit it. At all. In fact, I think it's, yep. It has basically killed one of them. Okay, so I'm going to finish looking at the elude after the ad break. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to scull my pea water, also known as a Barocca. Bonk. Can't crush can against head. We'll just bonk glass on head gently. Okay then. What was I doing? I was doing... you can't see me. My time is now. Alright, and where's the coffee break? There it is. And ad break time. Try and survive the ads. I will miss you if they kill you. See you soon. I'm back, and better than ever. Can everyone hear Leaf Blower Man? Is everyone's favorite man? Best man to ever live, Leaf Blower Man. Okay, coffee break time over. Technically, it's begun, because I have coffee. Hee hee. Did anybody see anything delightful? Okay. Usually subs are banned or something on the point. Had to be a thruster, but bouncing in and out didn't technically break the rules, so no. The rules, actually for Campfire are pretty clear. They're just, everything has to be amphibious or can fly. That's it. So technically, submarines are not banned, they just have to be able to fly. Was driving the stream on in the background. You can mix shells, you can even make it really while you swap them over, because given APS will pull shells from the loads in the same sequence. Leaf Blower Man is my favorite recurring side character. That sequence is determined, as I couldn't tell you, but it's consistent once it's built. I think it's the order in which you place them, or assign them. So yeah, there's that. Hello, gorgeous helicopter thing. I need to remember to breathe. Everybody take deep breaths, it's fun. Okay, that's enough deep breathing. Right, where were we? We were still looking at our droney friend here. What else? Right, it has been less than a minute or two. Aesthetics. What aesthetics does it need? I'm not really worried about decals or icons for the drones so much. But yeah. Wait, no, automatic propulsion. I just remembered. Yeah, no, that is definitely not what we want. Alright. More evasion and shields. And also, off auto propulsion and set up propulsion manually. It will be better. Will be better. Rearward further. Rear boast. Upmost facing iron thrusters technically blocked by spin blocked missiles. Rule violation. Pokemon HA. Either change HA to different material or cover the exposed stuff. Pack charge particular. C was only charge does not count for 3 open rules, same as ints. Make dual purpose. Rule violation. Front side of it with HA everywhere with the front. Aesthetic, add antenna, visual shorthand for remote control vehicle. Missiles should use variable thrusters that are not kinetic until game edge for go super fast, or add reinforced bodies to the missiles. And need to get the updated blueprint to Jack the Spaghetti and the Craft repository, because this was missing for some reason. Also switch where the shell intakes are assigned to, and you don't actually need the placeable animal controllers. I wish I made super nimble gimbal thrusters like this one earlier in the campaign when such a craft is viable. Yep. You run into the issue other end to clear the clips immediately, but waste a ton of ammo. Or keep shooting to go through the shells already in the clips. Takes a long time. I need spoon. Spoon. I have spoon. Hooray! I have spoon. Everyone rejoice! I have found spoon. Yeah. I think the only time I'm actually using a finished got the stone like Chimera, the center gun on that normally fires flak as pure seaways, but if no missile will switch to an offensive use of spamming incendiary shells. It works there because that gun is belt fed. Fair enough. I think that's enough notes. Maybe some color variation on top as a treat. Yeah, look at... I mean, look at this. Yeah, no, this ain't gonna work, folks. This is not how you use heavy armor. Okay, alright, so we've done a lot of notes on the elude. So we're just going to do that, because that's probably enough for now. If more stuff crops up, we can always, like, you know, add more stuff. That's, you know, it's changeable. We can do that. Right. template. Here. Why have I done this? Leaf blower man, we love your contribution. We really do. We really love it, but like, please tone it down a little bit. Just a smidge, please. Please? Please, Mr. Leaf blower man, I'm begging you. Why do you toy with my heart so much? I don't know why I'm making these noises. Okay, there we go. So I should really not copy-paste. Really should not copy-paste so much, but I do. Cheers. Okay then. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yes! That was under 1,000 words. Yes! Okay then, moving on. So we've done the elude. Now we can get to the spacecraft. How are we doing for time? We're actually doing pretty good. Through drones onto space. Alright, we have the universe. Alright, almost done with the Quakave aircraft specifically. Yep. Let's look at chat for a second. Almost done since the title. I doubt that. Almost done with the Quakave aircraft specifically. Yes. Yeah, it says almost done with the funky aircraft inspection. What did you think I meant? Is this an easy immediate? This is actually a hard, which is why I'm being kind of rough on it, because this thing really needs to be able to punch above its weight. It's not what I call optimal armor. Is that really armor or just embellishment? It's technically armor. It's a structural part on the outside of internal parts. We needed a sooty of a mode of sooty being leaf blowered like a tumbleweed. That'd be a fun break stream to do, actually. Alright, let's do this. Sunglasses Twitch redeem. And sooty leaf blown Twitch emoji. GIF at the Sunglasses Twitch redeem, I gotta tell you, has been on my to-do list for literally months. Oh yeah, you could just do that. But upside down. Don't forget the updated universe instead of whatever one's in your stockpile. Ah, good point. Alright, so let's just go find that. I'm just gonna go find all the BPs I need, because I think we've got time for the universe and maybe the fluorescence, and that's about it. So, gonna go find the universe. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Yay! Cyrus has fixed the CAD. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, so Quakave Dominion Observable Universe. That is the newest one, the shiniest newest one. And we're gonna go find the fluorescence, which already has a note here, and it says, I quote, falls out of the sky. It's not ideal. Alright, so let's go there. Ow. I need to re-log back into the Platono craft repository, and you know what would be really good if I remembered the bloody password for this. But the password is long and secure and complicated, and I don't want to. You'll never guess it! It's definitely not password 123. That would be foolish and silly, and I would never forget that, because it would be written on my forehead. Alright, yes, that's what I want. And I want the fluorescence. Fluorescence is the kind of word that if you say fluorescence enough times in a row, it starts to sound really weird. Ooh boy, okay, let's see. Spacecraft. Fluorescence, there we go. So now we got these things. Very good. And where was the other thing? I need to go here, and I need to go to Spacecraft. And replace the file, and that should be good. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh ho 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 ho. And observable universe. We have been working on this for quite some time, haven't we? Okay, because I keep seeing things like, oh, hey, penis, we found it! Censorship needed immediately. So the observable universe is hilarious because I should probably call it observable universe. Universe on the spreadsheet, otherwise people might get confused. And that would be bad. Spacecraft. Oh, it's so tight. Ooh. Oh, this looks very different. This got spruced up a lot. I don't remember the looking like this. Would you like some draw set? Wait, what? That note on the Fulero is from that. You thought it did indeed just fall out of the sky. On the background the last few days. Yep. Or okay, it does look cool though. Yeah. How about doubling the number across the swarm? No! Basically just has a missile defense, lol. Still strong to the jetpack is just update the entire universe like that, I'd say. Some missile defense. He's bunker up too powerful. 1, 2, 3, 4, it ain't easy when it's not on it. Jump in the password is not password 1, 2, 3, it's 1, 2, 3 password instead. Ooh. Or perchance 3 to 1 password. Word pass. I've actually had the playtest. Okay, gotcha. Would you like some Drowsap, which I believe is referred to as an unforced error. Right, little guy. What's this thing about funny mode? We love the dog. The player sets the variable to 1, my crowd can play music. They can see everything. Funny mode is something I successfully logged for ages ago. Lets people add goofy stuff the player has to deliberately opt in to see. There's 2 variables, 1 for funny mode, generally 1 for music. Funny thing is the universe is so light a single ion jet takes it from underwater to space by itself. I can believe that. This is a very small little fella. It's got missile, particle cannon, and shard cannon. Beautiful. Let's just have a little look-see here. And it has entirely decoed. Wait, it has 2 sub. Oh, right. It's got. Ah! Missile transmitter is not connected. Is there a reason for this? Is this... What is this meant to do? Uh-oh. Is that just redundancy? What is going on here? That's not connected. Did I floof it? You might have floofed it, Death Pancakes. You got a little much to explain in detail via Twitch chat. If you ping me on the CC Discord, I can go into more depth. I think Mirror Mode did an oopsie. Okay. Are you at your from the depths? Alright, yes. This is indeed a thing. This is a little thing. Alright, so the main weapon of this is actually... Well, kind of the particle cannon, and kind of not really. This thing isn't going to function properly. Just for testing, cannon do hit the target from space. Doesn't sure despawn after some distance. Yep. Opposite of mandatory is compulsory, I believe. Pretty sure it does function properly, though. Okay. Well, aesthetically, this thing is gorgeous, and we don't need to touch it, like, ever. Functionality-wise, checks the box that it has 2 sub... Hold on, let's just check here. Let's wiggle this. Let's wiggle this a little bit. That looks like deco clipping, so... Where's the sub-object? Hello? 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 Heart. It's down here. Where? Where? Hmm. Oh, there. Huh? Is that decorated? Hold on. That is decorated. Okay. Can this thing wiggle? Is the question. Okay, that can wiggle. Perfect. Good news, everyone. It's got the wiggles. And I don't remember what that even is. Oh, what the hell? That's all decoed? My goodness. My goodness gracious. Alright, so we're gonna do this. This thing is 45,000 bucks. Let's throw it against 45,000. This is more expensive than it used to be. Ooh. Let's throw it against... What's 45,000 bucks? Let's throw it against the jigsaw, just for giggles. And it has the missiles. Oh, right. Did I put a note on the jigsaw that, Yep. I should have put a note on the jigsaw that the flamethrower needs, range limits. Once again, Spacecraft. Spacecraft cheese. Yum. Okay, well, there's don't think they can spin clip since it's only one sub-object. Yep, you can spin clip with just one sub-object. It just depends how you just angle it and then build through it. Mandatory and compulsory are synonyms, not antonyms. Wait. Whatever is the opposite of oh, right. Wow. I thought I was so smart. Are synonyms not antonyms? Yeah. No, opposite of mandatory is optional. I want to see if I can hack a hologram projector to play the on cat with a giant hologram. You can't project animate injuries. Yeah, added missile defense, which is expensive. Fair enough. Let's throw this against something with missiles then, because that's fun. Okay then. Let's throw it against the sprocket. Whee! Missile defense is indeed expensive. Yep, it's got clipped. It got clipped by one missile. Also, I love how Glacave this thing is in general. I think these are short-range combiners, right? I think... Oh. Oh, you poor fool. You drove too close to the sun being missiles. I need to steal these, You know what I should do? I think I should experiment whether you should use lamb's nodes or short-range missile combiners. Oh my word. Damn! The sprocket won! The sprocket just went in one! See? Space cheese is not invincible. Sometimes a little floaty tank can win. This is a lot of missiles, right? The sprocket was also encountered in the last playthrough and did surprise you. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I do remember this thing gave me a hard time. I don't know why my first ever craft is actually decent. Wait, really? Oh! Oh, this is the Death Pancakes craft. Hell yeah, like... Is this your first craft ever? Or is it your first craft for Plutono Death Pancakes? Because if it's your first craft for Plutono, impressive. But also, if it's your first craft ever, that's astonishing. It's his own fatality. If the space cheese dies out of space, is it still space cheese? Nope, it's just regular cheese. Alright, I have literally no notes on this version of the observable universe. Just to fix whatever. Yeah, it appears to be perfectly functional. So, Death Pancakes, like, if you can, I don't know what's going on with, like, the missile controller transmitting and stuff like that, but it doesn't seem to be a problem. I don't know why that's a thing. So, first craft that's actually a craft and not just a prefab hub with missiles. You did incredibly well, damn. So, I don't know what's going on with, you know, the missile controllers being, like, all funky. Like, yeah, I don't know why this is. I don't know why this is. Genuinely do not know why this is the thing. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll fix that real quick. Thank you. And if that could be... I'll download the... if you fix that real quick and let me know when you've done it, I'll download it and just make sure Spaghetti gets it. It'll be really good. Okay, in the meantime, I want to catch a screen... Damn it. I wanted to catch a screenshot of this thing, without the trail, like, giving it a weird thing like that. Like... So, for instance, hell yeah. Sprocket is a 1.5 years old, give or take. Based on the workshop upload date of October 2024. Is it? Damn. Thank you so much, people, for sticking with this project. It's massive and it's taken a while. But hell yeah. It is, thankfully, the kind of thing we have settled into a kind of a rhythm. It's just, we can all just work at it, chip away at it, piece by piece, and it will get done. I've been playing this game for a while now. Oh, tell me about it. I've been playing this game since, like, 2017, which was... That is basically 10 years ago. Yeah, I've been playing this game since 2017, and I've been making content for it for, like, literally 10 years now. 9 years. Don't forget, you're here forever. How could I ever forget? Me. Okay, damn, 2017? That's 34 years ago. Death pancakes don't scare me like that. Yeah, I have no notes on the observable universe because, like, you know, that we've got Builder in chat, and they will fix the tiny thing that's wrong with the universe. They are all powerful. They're fixing the universe. A little under 3 years and 3,500 hours. 3,000 hours is a really long time. You could make an entire souffle multiple times in that time. Now you just got me in a singing mood. Right, the fluorescence, which is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Alright, so first things first, why does it have a runway, or looks like it, with a turret on it? Okay, first things first, who made this? Okay then, it does look cool though, could look better. This is a Gravitas craft, alright, neat. I'm just gonna put a thing here. Gravitas style craft. Fluorescence. Oh yeah, this did have a note on it. This is the thing that fell out of the sky. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. Fix, I just removed those bits and it still works fine. Awesome! Just got 1,800 hours myself. Nice. Not as many hours as some people, but I've queued them quite quickly. Yeah, also, John, you've gotten good at this game, like, very, very quickly, relatively speaking. I'd rather not think about how much time I spent playing FTD since I got it. True. Oh, I try not to. I think about it all the time, unfortunately. Thank you, 3D Wrecker, and hello! Good time for stretch. Oh, good time for stretch. Oh, my torso. Ah! My torso and so. My toe no so. Quite literally John FTD TM. I'm still not good at this game, lol. Azusa, you shut the hell up. You are good at this game. You've built a custom campaign in this game. You are good at this game. Alright, let's just re-download the Observable Universe. Fun fact, the Observable Universe is only 67 kilobytes in size. It's much smaller than you think. Although I guess in terms of, like, the grand scheme of things, the universe we can observe is only a very small part of the actual universe. Alright, need to make note on fluorescence. Need to make note on fluorescence. Falls out of the sky. Has runway stripes on the front. That looks weird with the turret there. Okay, so what else with us? A little bit more color variation. It is very white. More color variation. Use all 3 colors. More color variation. Needed. Needs decals. Icons. I do like this ring around it though. I think that's really neat. Is that a light block? Is it, or is that glass? Oh, it is a light block and this whole thing is a sub-object. Very cool. I like that. So pretty light blocks aren't completely invisible, but that is pretty dope. Like, tell me this... Ah! Is this a bug? There's a lot of things happening here. Has automatic propulsion. Not good. Off auto propulsion. Set it manually. Is that why it fell out of the bloody sky that one time? It's a sandbox, who's actually good. I wouldn't call myself good, but you should. Okay, what are we up to, gang? We're almost done with Glacave. Well, kind of. We're almost done with the actual vehicles of Glacave. Only a few more to go. The spacecraft and the HQ. Quite literally, what are we up to, gang? As much of the time as 3,500, it still doesn't tell the whole story. I spent a lot of time consuming FTD content, talking to Discord, etc. Yeah, I think that's the trick. You can do what I do, which is spend all day in the design of building the same but slightly different canoe all over and over again. Or you could actually go out and listen to the people who've already figured things out. And that's a lot faster. Mizusa built a penis. Obviously, she is goated in game, true. Sure, a lot of that was spent in making kitchen tile and interior deco. It meant you got good at decoration. It's a sandbox. Who is actually good? True. Your deco work is effing amazing. Let's check. I have over 18,000 messages sent in OFTD help channel. That is the way to get better at the game quickly, is frickin' ask people who know what they're doing. Me? I don't do that. It's why I have 7,000 hours, and John McFist is better at parts of this game than I am. I would counter that with Lua users. Automatic propulsion jump scare. That probably was a contributing factor to not staying in space. Lua is just coding. Bread is FTD unique, if I recall. Do I have a deadline on my craft? Not really. I'm going a lot slower than you are. I will start tapping me watch if we are getting ready for like the demo release, at which point I do want the whole spreadsheet filled out. But we are a while away from that, so don't put it off too much, but also don't panic yet. Bread is not fully unique to this game. Yep, Plutonic Discord is probably where I learned some of the most advanced FTD stuff. It's not the most common compared to text-based coding, but it's out there. Although simple stuff as well, come to think of it, like not using chemical sabo. Hell, I've learned a lot making this campaign. So much. I've gained new appreciation for how people build. Alright, now that I've caught up on chat, mostly, what do we have here? We have laser, particle cannon, and plasma cannon. There's the pack. You know what would make sense for this thing is like superstructure underneath, because this thing is above most stuff. Whoops. Aesthetics would make sense for cockpit / superstructure underneath. Although would it? Underneath the craft. It looks down on stuff. Also, if I did this... Oh dear. Why is it Rambot here? Huh? Why is Rambot just... This is weird. This is weird and strange. Rambot, what are you walking on? Dude? Is Alpha Test being... Is Alpha Test being Alpha Test again? What's happening? I mean, I'm trying to descend. Wait, how do you descend in space again? I don't know. I thought Alt is how you descend in space. Help! Help! What does Jet say? Any Minecraft need work? Yeah, check the spreadsheet, 3D Wrecker. I think some of them do. Dang, just a second too slow. Thank you. What is going on here? I don't know. I'm going to... Okay, this is... All I wanted to do was look in here. I guess I didn't need to spawn Rambot in. Rambot! Rambot, you have had a good life. Goodbye. Whee! Bye! Oh, good news! Gravity works! Oh dear. Alright, so looking out of the superstructure, you can kind of see... Not sure why there are windows here. You can kind of see hither and thither. Makes sense. Space Rambot is Space Jesus confirmed. Yep. Turns out I can't check the notes on mobile, so check that later. No worries, 3D Wrecker. Absolutely no worries. Okay then. Wah! Wah! Waluigi. From your lips you drew the Waluigi. 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 Sorry, I suddenly felt inspired to burst into song. I love the front of this, it's very nice. Alright, on sides, top and bottom. I should clarify that. On sides, top, bottom. It's just sufficient greebling. On sides, top, bottom. Ring. Musicals and icons, because you better believe that Glakave would like plaster something like this with iconography, party affirming stuff, because they'd be very proud of it. Ah, active radar. Okay. Alright, not enough GPP. Okay, I know how to actually put a dash. The whole thing rolls a lot to face the target. Sad to see Mangrove is being tossed, though. Is it? Is it being tossed? Whole thing rolls a lot to face the target, and the ring keeps the thrusters pointing the same way. Ooh. Couldn't think of it. That might also be contributed to it falling out of space. Very ambitious in its design. Can this thing? It does side strafe. Oh dear. It's also why I can't stay bloody still, can it? Alright, let's have a look at the armor. I haven't been looking at armor too much. This isn't ideal spaced armor, but this is a medium design, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Oh, this is interesting. Why is there only a single layer of... I think there's gaps in the armor here. Yeah, there's a weak point in the armor at the front of the lambs compartment. A laser compartment, sorry. Armor inconsistent in thickness for seemingly no reason. Especially at 4 of laser compartment. Okay, right, so there's a thing. What do we got here? Alright, this does not have APS. Which means clear clips are not something to worry about. It's got a thing right in front there. Oh no. I think this is one of the earlier things that Gravitas built. This has AI. This is not how you insulate an AI. This is not how you insulate. Sorry for wincing, but. Ooh, no. I think there was a thought here, and it just kinda didn't happen. Right, so AI. Yeah, that's the mainframe. Yep, that's not insulated because EMP will jump there. It looks insulated, it's not. Okay. AI compartment not properly EMP insulated. Looks incomplete. Floating beam slopes. Yeah, that... Maybe the update didn't go through. Wait, what? I'm stealing that from my ships. Misread the key needs to be fully replaced. Hold on. Let me just clarify that key. No, it needs fix or removal. See notes. So 3D Wrecker, like, it doesn't need to be fully replaced. It just needs to be fixed. And if no one's willing to fix it, we'll get rid of it. Thought that was gone, no? Look at the notes. Also, floating beam says red usually means that it needs to be fixed, or like transparent only if they aren't fixed. Yeah. Looks incomplete. Might be the camera in front of the conning tower that used to be wireless. Mangrove. Where's the mangrove? Alright, so... Oh yeah, it has a remote camera. That's the one. Yeah. It has a remote camera on it. Remove that, it'll be fine. I did think previously that EMP followed connection rules, and if they were true, it would be insulated. Yeah, since then, that's not the case. Yeah, I kind of thought this was one of the earlier ones. Also, I have incredibly long hairs on my neck. That is disturbing. Ugh. Sorry about that. I was distracted by my own body, and not in a good way. Alright, so there's that. Damn you, 3D Wrecker. Now I need to get back to where I was. It took literally no time whatsoever. How dare you. Not properly EMP insulated. Honestly, it would make sense. Because, like, I could see where the mistake would happen visually. That's not touching. So, electricity shouldn't jump that. Also, here's a wacky idea. What if EMP could jump gaps if the voltage was sufficient, just like real-life electricity? That's a lot of lead. Oh, same thing here. Okay, this one... Yeah, no. AI compartment plural. There is that. I think I know where there's a lot to replace that element. That's my bad. All good. Does anyone else snort Parmesan cheese? Nope. My bad game. 3D records? Fine. There's been much worse things, and we actually have had to remove some craft which were like... There were too many things to fix. Do not snort cheese. It takes 20 liters of water to make 1 liter of milk, and it takes 20 liters of milk to make 1 kilogram of cheese. Do not waste cheese. Use it only for its intended purpose, which is to hide it in the sofa of your enemies so that it smells bad. That was a lie. Eat the cheese. Speaking as someone who deliberately does not eat cheese, please do not waste the cheese by putting it up your nose. I think that's just you, Chief. Alright, we need to combat test this thing, don't we? Alright, let's just refill it full of yummy stuff. Yummy. And what do we have here? What is a 264 thing? That's the Fulero. Let's have it fight itself. Why not? What is it? It's circle at a distance and breadboard behavior link. Alright, so... This thing does have laser defense. I do see smoke. To be fair, smoke is something I was... Aha! It's doing the tilty thing. It's going pew pew. Yeah, this armor is not... it's not the worst at its thickest, but it's not good either, that's for sure. I mean, functionality-wise, it seems to be doing fine at the moment. It's fighting itself. Alright, place your bets, people. Do you think the fluorescence or the fluorescence will win? Also, I am not on camera. Saw something once like a decade ago and never since. Nope. It's white and powdery addictive. Also way cheaper than anything else. Do not put anything up your nose that isn't medical in some way, or you know, healthy air. Like, Yeah, functionality-wise against itself, it's doing absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Oh, the fluorescence is winning! Okay. I got the air here is filled with pollen. Guess I will get myself a coffin. Yes, you must wear a full gas mask when summer comes, when the plants are doing sinful things in the air. Don't breathe. Hold your breath until winter. Hello, Limited Gravitas! Welcome, welcome. I just remember I've got to edit down my basin string. Yup. Got it just in time. For legal reasons, that is a joke. For legal reasons. I do like that. For legal reasons, I do not intend on dying anytime soon. Do not take my death joke seriously. Alright, it looks like the fluorescence is winning. Apologies to the fluorescence. Let's throw this thing against an ship. And let's see what happens. Ship. There's really only like Solar Republic is like our shippy faction. Do you ship it? They do. They ship it all over the place. Fluorescence 264K. What is 264K? The Thunderstorm. Let's go with the Castor. I don't remember what the Castor is. The Castor is this little guy. And it has a helicopter that is armed with missiles. And this is why, people, AA mantlets are a good idea. Who's winning? No one. Look at this thing roll. That is actually very clever. It is also falling out of the sky. Wait, hang on, is it? Altitude, yep, it's falling out of the sky rapidly. That's not good. It's slowing down a touch. Slowing down a smidge. Slowing down a smidge. Gaining altitude again. Pew pew. That is really cool, though, I do have to say. Another screenshot for that. Hehe. Although a still image, it's hard to actually see what's going on there. Isn't Howard the canoe faction? Yeah, what did I say? Well, how is the wooden faction for sure? There's some variety. So far, we've found out the fluorescence has bad and the thrusters at their own mass, still plenty high enough. Below 1,300, the gravity kicks in. Aims for about 1,700 meter alt, and I needed to do some bread to cap the downward speed. True. You found your PC! Hooray! You've found your pancakes and cranberries. Planning to make a craft similar to this, but with pitch instead of roll. Makes sense. Makes sense. Good idea. Okay, so it is winning. The space cheese is accomplishing something. I do love the Castor, though. I do like I do like how cool. Who made this? Player. Aha! Player's made a lot of things. Once again, you thought this was boat game. You fool. You thought this was boat game, you fool. And once again, Plasma is doing Plasma things. Armor, what's that? I do kind of hate how... Yes, Plasma's expensive, but, like, it kind of renders, like, high armored things a little bit useless. It's like, oh, I spent money on heavy armor. Great. I think that's enough notes on the fluorescence. What else would have got here? Sweet out. Alright, it's got a few notes. Falls out of the sky, occasionally. We just need extra insurance to make sure it doesn't do that. Has runway stripes on the front that look weird with that turret there. It's not a carrier, that's for sure. More color variation needed on the sides and top and bottom, and the ring needs decals and icons. Turn off auto propulsion, set it manually, because auto propulsion is silly. Aesthetics would make sense for cockpit or superstructure underneath the craft. Maybe I should remove that. The thing does tilt. The thing tilts a lot, actually. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna leave that in there because I think that would make sense, because there's kind of a blank spot there. Could put windows there or something. And what else? 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 Very cool design. Not of general purpose processing power. One of the radars. Actually, I think a bunch of the radars just doesn't have stuff. That does have enough GPP. How many AIs does this have? Ah, the laser got disabled somehow. Whoops. I was really looking at this thing, which does have enough GPP. What happened? Did it get damaged? I think it did. I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. Alright, not enough GPP. Armor is inconsistent in thickness for seemingly no reason, especially at 4 of the laser compartment, which is kind of over the... Well, actually, you can see it. And you can see where there's, like, basically only 3 layers of metal, because there was, I think, gaps that were supposed to be filled here, but they weren't. Don't know what caused that. What else? What else? What else? AI compartment's not properly EMP insulated. That's about it, I think. If anything else pops up, we'll deal with it then. Yeah. Efficient anti-plasma armor is unironically air checkerboard. Yep. Can I get a link to the sheet again, pretty please? Target is supposed to be launched out when empty. Broadside that rolls to target. There are ways of efficiently armoring against plasma. Yep, it's true. It's true. Otherwise, I got bad news. My PC caught on fire last week. Damn! I haven't had pancakes and yonks, mate. Neither of them have I, but now I kind of want them. Both sides of the rolls to... To be honest, it was initially meant to have an underside cockpit. I just had trouble making it work initially. Alright, alright. With something cheapish. 12-volt power cable got me kaboom. Ooh. Damn you, NVIDIA. Is the card okay? The card is fine, thankfully. Just the cable died, which I was able to replace. I assume currently waiting on a replacement cable. Oh, cool. It's back up already. Neat. Yeah, like, you know, computers are hard. You know what else is hard? Diamond. You know what else is hard? Another diamond. You know what else is hard? Granite. You know what else is hard? Diamond again. You know what else is hard? Rock. Which is, technically granite is rock. Boy. Don't mind me. Just look at the pew pew. Just look at the pew pew. Look at the pew pew. Look at the pew pew. We have got Builder in chat. I think I will go and post this on the fluorescent. Not on the fluorescence. What am I talking about? I will go post this on the... Oh, crap. I haven't been... Alright, what have we done here today? Erdium, Elude, and Fluorescence. Oh, boy. I forgot to put things in the columns. Iridium, Elude, Fluorescence. Iridium. No. Elude. No. Fluorescence. I know how to spell fluorescence. Don't worry about it. 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 I know how to spell it. I know how to spell it. I know how to spell. I'm a smart boy. I know how to spell things. I know how to spell things. I know how to spell things. Okay, let's do that. La 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 la. Say metal, but some can be chewed. Back up already. Do I dare stream my craft fixing? Sure, you can do that. Mixed 03Q is an odd choice, but it's a medium. Optimal is the point. I remember making a ship once with a torpedo bulge with fold-out wheels. Neat. Okay then. Right, I'm just gonna go find the. What was it? Fluorescence. Insufficient gravitas. Go copy, paste, notes, and then do note formatting. And this is just so it's nice and convenient for gravitas to look at later. Oops. You get the standard welcome message. There we go. Hooray! That's a stream, and a very good stream. Alright. Wouldn't that classify Campfire a ship with fold-out wheels to travel on land? Well, it could. Yep. May not just supposed to have any 3Q lasers. It did, just got KO'd. Alright, enough of the silliness. I need to check here. Right, laser bits. Tell me! Tell me your laser bits. Where is that mainframe? Ah, yes, okay, so laser optimization needed. That's... okay, yeah, so yeah, gonna add a note. Gonna add a note. Oh, did I not close it yet? No, I didn't. Also optimize lasers. And just need to go there. Lasers need optimization. I know how to spell optimization. Okay, fluorescence. There we go. There we go. We did it. Whee! Where are you? Mr. Spaceman! Where even are you? Where are we? Oh wow, we've been going all over the place. Okay, good job. Does it need to be optimized? Again, it's a medium design and a spacecraft. I mean... yeah! It would work. That is not intentionally that or like space. By all means, change it if you wish. Okay, that would potentially be legal as an AFV. What is this, 4 Q switches? Dang. I mean, some optimization. It's a pretty strong medium design, actually. You could deliberately make it, like, consistent, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, who's streaming now? Neko Boy Blue is streaming. So let's raid Neko Boy Blue. So remember, if you're watching this later on YouTube, do remember to subscribe to the VOD channel. It will make me happy. Thank you. Ah! Oh, torso muscle. I've been sitting down for a while. 3D Wrecker will be streaming. Are you going to be starting your stream now, 3D Wrecker? Buy his book too. Thank you. Wisdom of the day is remember to stretch often, otherwise you'll get a horrible surprise when you stretch again. Alright then, let's raid 3D Wrecker. Raid 3D Wrecker. And if you are less streaming, that'll be good. Alrighty ho. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in about 24 hours or so for more stream. More like 22 hours. Take care. Bye!